Hey everybody. I didn't really get to do much of a video today. I had to work late, so pretty tired. And it was pretty busy earlier in the day, helping my kid get a school project done and getting him off to school and all that stuff. But it is my birthday today. So I thought, well, I can do a short little video at the end of the night before I go to bed. And I thought, well, 1965. I was born in 1965. I'm 53 years old. Old man. Look at my gray hair. Anyway, I thought, what is there from 1965 in movies and in music that's still relevant to me as a 53-year-old and might be slightly relevant to you at whatever age you are? Well, two albums got released. Well, a bunch of albums got released, but definitely a couple that I still love and are still relevant, and my kids even like them, are the Beatles' Help and the Beatles' Rubber Soul. So for me, Rubber Soul is the more impactful of those two because to me it's the beginning of the Beatles becoming what they would become. Rubber Soul and Revolver kind of act as the transitional ones where you see them really stretching their wings and really getting more creative and trying out different things before they really explode with Sgt. Pepper and Magical Mystery Tour and on and on and on. So Rubber Soul came out in 1965. So if you haven't heard that for a while, go back and listen to it. Amazing. You'll know almost every song on it, but still when you think about it, wow. They were releasing 2 or 3 albums a year for the beginning of their start, you know, as a band. So what else? Well, in movies, there was a bunch of releases, Sound of Music, a bunch of other big stuff. But for me, it would be Dr. Terror's House of Horror by Amicus Films. Why is that impactful? Well, I'm into horror movies. It's one of the first, if not the first, kind of later period anthologies by Amicus, which was like a British movie production company. The only real company that was putting out some good horror at that point other than Hammer. And Hammer was very famous, of course, for the Dracula and Frankenstein, kind of redoing all of the Universal horror monsters. But Amicus did these great anthology horror films. They did Dr. Terror's House of Horror. I think they might have done Vault, or I might have it wrong. They might have done Vault of Horror or something like that. They might have even done the original movie version of Tales from the Crypt. But Dr. Terror's House of Horror stars Peter Cushing as Dr. Terror and also involves Christopher Lee, so the 2 Hammer guys, and you get Donald Sutherland, very young Donald Sutherland in there. And it's got one of those great things where it's like they all come on all these strangers end up in the same car or in the same room on a train driving somewhere, and Dr. Terror walks in. He's got his tarot cards and he tells each of their futures, and then each of their futures of course ends up being a story that involves some terrible end for them. Anyway, there's 2 things from 1965, the year of my birth. Bye y'all. Oh, by the way, tomorrow we will probably be doing another live stream, me and Andrew. Cool. Talk to you soon.